Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video of Fox Reacts. Today we're checking out a new one from Connie X about giving the Advenso 02 Digimon their own custom Biomerge Digivolution. If you don't remember what a Biomerge is, it's when the Digimon and human partner, well, pretty much combine or merge into a new Digimon, which is meant to be like the highest level the Digimon could reach. Like, Galletmon is the only one I could think of because hey, I love Gilmon. That's my red boy over there. I should probably get a poster and put on that wall. That would be like a good idea. Oh well.
I was really happy to see a ton of love on the video where we gave Biomerge Digivolutions to the Digimon Tamers partners that didn't get any in that show.
Hold on, folks. Sorry about that. I had a call. Now we're back.
And in addition to that love were a ton of comments asking for Biomerge forms for the other Digimon seasons. And
Awesome.
One season in particular got requested a lot. But little did you know, by the time that Tamers Biomerge video was getting published, I was already planning and scheming behind the scenes. So yes, on today's video, let's give Biomerge Digivolutions to the Digimon Adventure 02 partners.
Let's go!
What is up, digital companions? My name is Carney X and welcome back to another video, and yes, I am teaming up once again with Weirdomon, who I last worked with on an entire video by doing the Jogress or DNA Digivolution for the Tamers cast, but today, Weirdomon and I are teaming up to give those Biomerge Digivolutions to the Adventure 02 cast. I am in full 02 brain rot right now, with the opening minutes of the new Digimon Adventure 02 The Beginning movie being shown off at Digifest, and it has got my mind whirling. Hell, we may even get Biomerge or Bond evolutions in that movie, so maybe time after time is about to activate. So maybe consider this a predictions video too if you want to. For 02, I felt a couple of things were important for Biomerge. One was that the armors should play an important role in the evolution, or at least inform the design philosophy somewhat. They are the de facto evolutions for a good chunk of 02, and as such are as integral to the 02 Digimon, in my opinion, as the crests are for the Adventure Kids. The other I felt was important was giving a really unique mega to each of these Digimon. A lot of them already have kind of a de facto mega somehow. Gatomon has Ophanimon and Magnadramon. Angemon has Seraphimon. Vmon kind of, although not in 02, has things like Allforce Vidramon. So I wanted each of these new Digimon to feel unique, or at least go in a new direction we haven't quite seen before. Some people may be wondering why I started with 02 and not Adventure, and obviously it's because it was requested the most, but also it's because I'm really not sure how to differentiate between the visuals of a Biomerge form and a Bond form. They are very similar conceptually. Anyway, let's begin with one of my favorite pairings in 02, and that is Yoli and Hawkmon. For their Biomerge form, Weirdomon looked to the Native American roots of Hawkmon and its line heavily, becoming a sort of chieftain when combined with Yoli, who I have named Mapiamon. The similarities between Halsamon and Aquilamon merge together nicely here, but we get the much more bipedal warrior feeling coming from Shurimon. Mapiamon gets its name from Mapia, a name of the Sioux, groups of Native American tribes and First Nations people in North America. And Mapia means sky or heaven, which feels like something we could definitely see in something like 02 The Beginning. I can see this form being a powerful warrior who took what it learned as Halsamon, Aquilamon, and Shurimon, combined with Yoli's determination to become a really fierce warrior and possibly even semi-leader. Then moving over to Cody and Armadillomon, we have their Biomerge form in Yamabushimon. This Digimon takes on some really cool traits here. Of course, its samurai armor is a reference to Cody's practicing of kendo, but the armor itself is made up of Digmon and Submarimon parts. However, the overall look becomes very reminiscent of Ankylamon, especially with the spiked wrist guards and the helmet shape. It also bears a banner on its back emblazoned with both Armadillomon's markings as well as the crests of knowledge and reliability. Also, Weirdomon stuck Shakuamon's head on there as a nod to Ankylamon's potential DNA Digivolution, but also I like to interpret it as putting that Dogu's head on a spike. Yamabushimon's name comes from the Yamabushi, who were mountain hermits who adhered to a strict code of ethics.
Like, we understand that you don't like Sakuramon, but come on! You shouldn't put its head on a spike, like, damn, man. But I guess Wildermon did, and not you.
That forbade them from engaging in worldly pleasures. These warriors were believed to boast special supernatural powers that led them to be considered as both mystical and spiritual. This, I think, very much ties into Cody's philosophy and what we learned from his grandpa and Digidestined friends on top of those Kendo principles. Alright.
We're back, continuing on.
TK and Kari time, and beginning with Kari and Gatomon, we get this. Hathormon. Much like the others, I knew armors had to be important here, so asked Weirdomon to keep the specifically Egyptian theme from Nefertimon. As this is a biomerge with Kari, however, it has to go from a queen with Nefertiti to a goddess with Hathor. Hathormon gets its name from Hathor, the Egyptian goddess, linked with the sky, the sun, kingsmanship, protection, and healing. All of which are traits I think make her a great fit for the Crest of Light, which is emblazoned on her headpiece. But it's not just Nefertimon and Gatomon at play here. The angelic side of Angelwomon and Afanimon is also very important to this Digimon, with the many wings evoking perhaps even Angelwomon X, and the covered headpiece, while having cat ears, is very evocative of the two angels with covered eyes as well. Admittedly, we have seen unmasked Ophanimon before, and I don't like it. Moving over to TK and Patamon, Patamon's Hope armor, Pegasusmon, also has mythological basis, but rather than Egyptian, it is of course Greek. And if Pegasus is the steed that carried thunderbolts of Zeus, it would only make sense that Patamon's and TK's Biomerge Mega should be Zeusmon.
Holy
Digimon
crap,
complementary in appearance to Hathormon, Zeusmon combines Patamon, Angemon, and Pegasusmon to create a Greek god. While yes, lightning is an attribute of the Digimental of friendship quite often, this is more focusing on the holy nature of Zeus and kind of holy lightning, and the hope that springs forth from his children. Okay, yeah, that's a reach. But this biomerge, I think, again, feels really unique. Zeusmon works amazingly in Patamon's line, but still feels different and could stand alongside Seraphimon and Godramon in its own right. I also maybe did a little bit ask for some of its design to be based specifically on the Disney Zeus from Hercules, because I like that movie a lot, and well, there are parts of the mythological Zeus that are just a little bit creepy, but yes, this comes together so well, especially having some of those Angemon and Pegasusmon traits translated into a whole new way. And hey, let's take a minute to pay some artists and give a huge access to But before we get to Ken and Davis, we of course had to throw it back to one of my favorite boys, and that is Willis, or Wallace. Our blonde American from Hurricane Touchdown of course had to have a biomerge. But Willis has two partners, right?
So
Terriermon and Kokomon, Lopmon, Wendigomon, whatever. I wanted this form to be kind of Zero Two's Justimon, a powerful form that also helps redeem or control darkness. While the dub conclusion of Wendigomon's story and the original JP version's conclusion are mildly different, Kokomon is still presumably reborn from its Digi-Egg in both versions, as we see in Last Evolution Kizuna. We would hope that would mean that the virus, viral infection, whatever it is, had been eradicated from its system, but we don't know that to be certain. Maybe there was still something rooted in Lopmon that needed purifying with Willis's heart, and so Willis, Terriermon, and Lopmon form together to become Gemini-mon. Gemini-mon is a 2-for-1 rabbit dog bundle of badass that has a right arm loaded to the teeth with ammunition, and a left arm that deals devastating melee attacks. In reference to Lopmon's kind of good champion, Teruimon, and the more melee physical based line that is Lopmon's Evolutions. While Terriermon's line's armor definitely encases this form, the power from the body of Lopmon, Teruimon, etc. are there to be seen, don't be fooled. This would be a really cool Digimon to show up in a kind of 11th hour situation, Willis joining back up with the other 02 Digidestined. I do really hope that Willis shows up in the 02 movie, it would be a great reunion. And yes, of course, Gemini-mon gets its name from the twin constellation of Gemini. Okay.
We're back.
For Ken and Wormon, I knew I finally had to cement that reference to Kamen Rider Kuga and Ichijo that Ken's epilogue outcome seems to be, with Ken Ichijoji and Stingmon feeling very similar to Ichijo and Kuga. So the two best friends will become Batamon. Bata, of course, means grasshopper in Japanese, which any Kamen Rider O's fan will know, but also references the general grasshopper theme of many Kamen Riders.
Oh, hey, hold on, look. His belt is the OG Digivice, and then he's got the 02 Digivice on this side. Nice! Very good job, Wildermon.
Ken and Stingmon's biomerged form is a vehicle for justice, meant to evoke specifically Cougar, but generally a lot of Kamen Riders. With its helmet and of course its pose, and with trinkets that resemble Digivices but turned gold, they probably aren't actually Digivices though, acting as its henshin belt of sorts, allowing it to access attacks and powerful finishes. Ken's biomerge being a Kamen Rider also ties into the idea that a lot of Kamen Riders' powers that they use for good in different seasons actually come from bad guy powers, which would tie into the whole Digimon Emperor Dark Ocean side of Ken really well, I think. There are also some beetle motifs scattered throughout as a nod to the Kawagamon family that often is in Wormmon's line, but also the beetle-themed Kamen Riders like Kabuto. And hell, we even have some pink bits scattered throughout the entire design, as well as a very specifically red Kamen Rider scarf as a shout out to the Digimental of Kindness, and yes, even Buchimon. We did that one for you, Buchimon lovers. You're welcome. And finally is Davis and Vmon. Our gogglehead biomerge of the two best pals becomes this, Victorymon. I felt it was important to keep up the V motif, but also again wanted a mega that felt distinct from All Force Vidramon, and that is what I told Weirdomon. As such, we get this wrestling-themed Digimon who would take home the V for victory. Wrestling may seem like a bit of an odd theme, but I think it's one that really helps set Victorymon apart in a way that's less obvious than just making a dragon version of Footmon would.
Plus, look at those big ass gauntlets. Damn! How do those even walk? Like, his arms should not fit them, but it's amazing. Wildermon, you did great with Victorymon. Thumbs up.
Its armor parts in red and black, of course, call back to Flamedramon and Raydramon, but also the flame patterns on Davis's coat. I don't think this was intentional, but there's also kind of a Volcano Ota Volcamon vibe, which I kind of fuck with. This feels like a very fun direction for Davis and Vmon to go. The showmanship Davis likes to exhibit, I think, would translate very well to a babyface wrestler. And this Digimon being a fired-up Kinnikuman type would make his battle style feel very unique from both All Force Vidramon and Magnamon. Instead of what you're used to from Magnamon and All Force, you would instead have this Digimon perhaps power bombing his enemies or using his wings to fly up into the air to then frog splash them. Hell, I think Victorymon and Batamon together could even be a tag team for the ages. Alright, that is it. Thank you so much for watching another video. Please do go follow Weirdomon on Twitter and Instagram. Weirdomon absolutely killed the art for this video as always. Huge shout out to all of you for watching. It is absolutely amazing, means the world to me. And of course, huge shout out to my sovereign.
And with that, that's well, he's just gonna give thanks for his patrons and all that. So that's where I'm gonna end off today's video. I want you all to remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I'll see all you folks next time on Fox Reacts. Until then, oh, and remember, link to the original videos in the description. And until then, I'll see all of you next time. Peace out.